Okay, while we're waiting for a few more people to walk in, everybody familiar with Kuthumi? Who Kuthumi is? Yes? Yeah. Can you hear me? Okay. Kuthumi is an ascended master. He has lived many famous lives on the planet. Probably the most famous was Moses in the Bible, Pythagoras, many, many others. And he is a teacher of the new realms. In other words, he's a planetary overseer, and he's all to do with uplifting energy and bringing information through to uplift the planet, to uplift ourselves. He's a master psychologist, and he's taken me on a complete whirlwind world tour. The first time I was introduced to his energy was about 20-something years ago, and I've been channeling him for 18 years. Since 2006. Where are we now? Yeah, is it 18? Oh, thanks. And you can join us, Deborah. No, released it. Okay. Anyway, and he took me through a journey of asking me to learn about color and chakras. Those were the two mediums he told me to work with. And he has guided me to become a complete specialist at those subjects. I hate that word specialist, but I had to do it and I had to get there. And of course, over the years, he's taken us through discovering your 12th chakra system and working with that, working with really, really intense energy. So the energy gets really intense with Kuthumi. Therefore, please, if your phones are on, just switch it on to silent, if you don't mind. And we ask that you endure this and not leave the room. We don't want to break the energy. So if you're not into it, then bye-bye. Oh, yeah. Yes. Can you hear me? Yes. Because you will not have a problem with Kuthumi. That I can promise you. He can scream the roof off without any microphone. So you'll definitely hear Kuthumi. Right. So he took me through this incredible journey of synchronicity, through amazing discoveries of myself, from a very vivacious showgirl in the 80s to a channel in 2006. An amazing journey. I've just finished and published my first book, which is outside, called From Party Patsy to Praying Patricia. Because from an absolute party girl and a party animal, I sort of went into praying and, having to balance that. So the journey of this is what I've described in the book. The book is, this is advertising. The book is written in layman's terms. It's a story. It's a story that stretches from 2001 till about 2012, because, 2012, everything changed. Even though for those of us that believed it never changed, it did change. Massive changes took place. And I was guided to write this story because it's a story of hope and synchronicity, and it's a story of inspiration, because all of us have faced trauma and onslaught after onslaught, and doors shut in your face and through your face, and no outcome, no way out, and just following synchronicity. And that's what the book is about, apart from a lot of wonderful channel teachings in the book. So that has just been launched, like right now. The website is not even ready yet, and of course the online through Amazon and Kindle and Drafted Digital and Takealot will only be available in 2 weeks from now. So this is quite a nice, just to sort of put this book out there, a book of inspiration and hope. And that's it. Any questions quickly before we start? Yes? Well, why don't you ask me? 2012, the world changed in 2012. It was the end of the Mayan calendar. Yes. And a whole new world formed. It was the start of the Aquarian age. So we moved from a very old energy into a very new energy, and we are projecting this into the future energy, you know? And of course, we have a lot of things to work with. And I think one of the biggest problems we are facing at the moment is AI. I never said it, but AI is the thing. Apart from ourselves, you know, because AI is not just bad. It's good too, but you got to know what to do with it. Yeah. Anyone else? Right. I just want to remind you, this is not a talk. It's a channeling. So for me to get into that altered state of consciousness, I have to just do a short exercise. I don't have to, but I like to. So I'd like to invite you to do this with me, if you don't mind, like a meditation, a quick meditation. But before I start, I just wanted to quickly remind everybody that this is the most incredible energy, because today is the 22nd of August. And today, July. Yeah, I'm ahead. Today, of course, is the Venus retrograde. Okay, tomorrow it is the Chiron retrograde. The sun is moving into Leo. And I'm not an astrologist. I know very little about astrology, but I know that there's such conjunctions happening at the moment. And all of this is bringing through a whole new change of energy, which we are about to receive. It's here. It's coming. It's coming. Because so much has happened that hasn't been good, you know, and it's now time to change and move on. The 25th, of course, is coming up. That's the day out of time. Everybody knows about that. Yes? If not, email us. And of course, the 26th is the galactic planetary new year. And this moves into the Lion's Gate energy on the 8th. So I do hope you enjoy it. And let's hear what he has to say. Yeah. Oh, the other thing is it's a channeling, so I can't look at my watch. Usually Kuthumi is quite good. He normally can stick to a time frame, but he can also hit 2.5 hours. So let's just hope it doesn't happen. Oh, let us relax and close our eyes for a minute. Once he comes through, obviously you can open your eyes, do whatever you want, because once I'm comfortable with the energy, I can open my eyes too. Just breathe, relax. I'd like to call in the 9 beings of light that oversees our energy field to anchor their energy in this room and in this space. I call upon the essence of Archangel Michael, Lord Jesus the Christ, Lord Metatron, Archangel Ariel, Lord Ganesh, Lord Melchizedek, Lord Maitreya, Saint Germain, and Lord Kuthumi, to protect us against all negativity projected towards us by any and all beings, consciously and unconsciously, incarnate and discarnate. From the north, the south, the east, the west, from above, from below, as also from within. to ground us within the light of Christ, so that at any and all times we are fully grounded, fully protected, and fully connected. To bless us with his Excalibur sword of truth, so that our truth always is and remains communicating and motivating force of light. We call upon our guides and guardians as we ask them to step forward, to create a vortex of light around us, to hold us in their divine space, to open our hearts and our minds to any music with spheres to come through, any messages. May we receive the answers to the many questions we have, not only now in this time, but when we leave here. May we receive this in real time and in dream time. We call upon the presence of the earth, Lady Gaia, as we thank her for allowing us to live on her, to breathe on her, to breathe off her, to feed off her. We call upon our higher selves to allow a vortex of light to open up around us, to open up within us, to hold us in this divine space. We ask that all that is shared this day is shared with the greatest of integrity and truth, as we give thanks to our masters, our guides, our beloved friends, for never giving up on us, even when we've given up on ourselves, or almost given up on ourselves. We ask that you relax and open up your crown chakra, ground yourself to the earth, and allow a beautiful flow of light to come through. Connect to a vortex above as below, within as without. See yourself standing amidst a beautiful golden mist. Hold the essence of love in your heart. I am Kuthumi, and I come forward upon the rays of love and wisdom to greet thee at this time, and to gift unto thee a divine blessing of love and enlightenment greeting. It is with great joy and with great pleasure within our hearts that we gather with you upon this day, as we hold each of you here firmly within the heart of Christ and securely upon the hands of God. Beloved ones, it is indeed a magical time that you are experiencing upon your planet and within your lives and within your space at this time. Not that any other time is not magical, but this time is indeed a very special time, a time to bring through the higher essence of who you truly are, and allowing that essence to manifest itself in all its divinity and amazing creative expressions within your life, in your time zone, as it is now. Beloved ones, the times ahead of you is like a beautiful journey, sailing on a magnificent yacht out into a dark ocean, but yet filled with such light, such beauty and splendor, from all of the sparkling diamonds that shine down upon you. Those are not only the diamonds that you have within your energy field, that's been activated in your higher centers, but those are the diamonds that you not only have received over lifetimes from others that have shared this journey with you, but most certainly from yourself, from every expression that you have ever represented. Then there is the diamonds that you have received or are receiving and will receive in time to come, from those that share your journey as family, as friends, and as loved ones. Beloved ones, the journey ahead of you asks of you to now be your own spirited self. The time for games are over. The time for playing around, mucking around in the sand, so to speak, building sand castles is over. We have made mention that the times of you sitting on your fence, your self-created fences, in defense, that ended some time ago. And of course, what this new energy is presenting to you at this time, at this current gateway that is opening up on your planet, that commences, as this channel mentioned, on the 25th of this month, and will close again on the 12th of the month to come, August. At least I get things right. It brings through a new time of great opportunity for you. A time to rediscover yourself. Beloved ones, you are asked to not only look at yourself in the reflection of your own light, shine through the mirrors of your own beauty and your own love, but you are truly asked to recognize this in everyone around you. You are asked to extend these gifts, the gifts of divinity, the gifts of creation, and in that I mean as a co-creator. Don't let it run away with you. Humans love their own egos. As a presenter of your own creative expression, as a co-creator, you are asked to now, at this time, in this year, look at the mirrors of your own making and to allow the reflection of that to send back vibrational frequencies to you of the beauty and the love that you truly are, and at the same time to share this, very importantly, to share this with others. Share it with your neighbors, share it with your enemies, share it with your friends, for you see the opportunity given through this particular goddess gateway is all about being able to extend to yourself yet another opportunity to let go of the things of the past that hindered you, and therefore to step within the power of your own light, to step into your own greatness as a being, to stand tall and to hold yourself firm in your own vibrational frequency, and at the same time, in so doing, that energy is shared and passed and expressed with all others. That is a realization. It's not a maybe or a perhaps. It's truth. You see, we have so much to share with you. in such a short time. Therefore, the importance here is for you to truly recognize the magnificence of yourself. Beloved ones, those are amazing, amazing words. To be able to recognize the magnificence of your majestic self. For you to be able to be, and not only be, but share with others the magnificence in them. To light a candle and to hold it to their face and to say to them, whether it is in energy, in frequency, or in vibration, that you are the beautiful one. You are the one that shines the light. And even though they may perhaps not be able to understand that, to accept it, and even though perhaps they may not see this within themselves, beloved ones, this Goddess gateway ahead of you now asks of you to extend these frequencies beyond yourself and to allow these rites of passage of love to be shared and extended to others. And then you'll say to me, yeah, right. I haven't spoken to my friend in 5 years. I have not spoken to my mother-in-law in 10 years. I have not been able to come to grips with my friend overseas in 5 years. And I'll say to you, yeah, right. Get on with it. Get on with it. Beloved ones, this gateway allows you to extend your frequency way beyond the limitations of your lower self. And it reminds you that even though perhaps you may sit here and believe that this to be the only thing that you are, this is not the be and end all of who you are. You are indeed a higher vibrational frequency, and I'm not going to tell you you're a spirit being and a human experience. You've heard that too many times. I'm now going to tell you you're an eternal celestial being, having a spiritual experience and coming into the human life for fun, for enjoyment, for learning, and therefore experience. For it's all about experience. Now, how can you experience these things on one level, and yet your friend, your cousin, your neighbor, and perhaps even your greatest enemy, or so you think, which is usually quite laughable from a higher aspect, for there's just so much more to it than just that. How can then you say to me, but Kuthumi, how can you say that from a higher aspect, I'm able to communicate with these beings? And I'm saying to you, it is through energy vortices such as this that you have entered into and entering into. Beloved ones, this energy started, may I remind you, this energy started already 2 months ago. And it peaked itself at the 777 gateway, which was not so long ago. And it bursts itself through this energy, opening up on the 25th of your July. And from there, it walks hand in hand with your synchronistic mind, bringing through experiences of enlightenment and opportunities for you to once again patch up the holes, patch up the emptiness, patch up the pressure, connect the dots, fill up the missing links. Do it from a higher level. Do it from your higher self. Connect to your higher self, as we are going to guide you through in some time within the next half hour. And then connect to all of those that you feel incongruent with. And you needn't experience anything that you wouldn't wish to. What we are asking you is to patch up the leaks, close the portals through which energy is leaking and escaping, and create for yourself new adventures. Adventures you deserve, for you are beautiful, beautiful beings. Adventures that you have scripted for yourself. For you have indeed scripted this prior to your engagement and your commitment to being here, and in so doing, we will be creating this meditation, a very short activation, for we do believe that time is of the essence. For you to remind yourself of your own magic and the fact that you are so much more, beloved ones, than you think you are. You are so much more. It is for that very reason that I, Kuthumi, have over many lifetimes taught people and healers how to tap into the frequency of their own energy and to allow that to bring forth healing in the way that it will affect not only them, but all of those around them. Beloved ones, what good is there to create a balanced situation in your own life, but create an imbalanced disturbance in the energy beyond you, unconsciously, subconsciously, and obliviously? None. What good is there to sit on this beautiful planet and to experience and explore this amazing, phenomenal lifetime of yours if you cannot at least stare yourself in the mirror of your own making and allow the reflection of that which you believe in to be a part of your life? Right? Yes? Beloved ones, the essence of change and the essence of being able to shift frequencies are just the same. For you are now asking or asked to integrate your goddess frequency, and that goes for the gentleman as well, although you can skip the skirts. The goddess frequency is asking you to claim yourself as that divine being that you are. In other words, to bring through the softer, innocent essence of that which you truly innately are, and to express through that. The time for testosterone turbulence is done. It's over. Beloved ones, you have been smeared with testosterone turbulence for years and years, and where did it get you? Nowhere. But as I've made mention of many a times, that in itself does not mean that it gives way and permission for the powerful feminist to think that she's now the masculine energy. No. We need balance. And the balance of the divine masculine feminine is as important as the balance of the sacred heart and mind within your own internal essence. And therefore it is extremely important to allow your inner radar to now navigate you and take you through this time that's opening up before you. It is a time of being still with the self and loving the self no matter what. No matter your effects or defects. As you like to say, the good, the bad, and the ugly, for you are everything in one. As I've made mention before, you've had good training in just about any and every platform on this planet. And therefore, in your current state of being your magnificent self, you are now a beautiful energy vortex filled with all the experience you could ever ask for, all the experience you could ever dream of, to go out and transform and to make this world what it must be. And you are not asked to save the planet. You are not asked to save anyone. The only thing you are asked is to save yourself. For if each of you save yourself, then by God, your planet is saved. Right? Right. This frequency, which we will mention, for some are unfamiliar with this energy, is to bring through a new shift on a planetary level. Beloved ones, I needn't ask you to look around your lives and your beautiful country to recognize and realize the complete challenge, the disaster that looms in the dark, in the light too. There's disaster everywhere. How do you transform it? Be yourself. There's darkness everywhere. How do you walk through the darkness? You are the light. You are the light of that any and all darkness. Let go of fear. Let go of the limitations of the linear mind. Adorn yourself with your magnificence, and in so doing, you truly will become the keeper of the flames, the keeper of your own flames. How do you do that? You transform your own DNA, for that is what you are working on. You are working on shifting your own DNA so that changes within your DNA will allow your new crystalline frequency to bring through a higher understanding of what your world and this world indeed is truly about. Times are changing, and beloved ones, you merely had to walk around and speak to people in general ways of life, in general avenues, for you to actually realize that times are changing and so are people. There's a mass awakening taking place, and it's slow. If I didn't say that, I would be in trouble. Humanity is impatient. You all want things to happen yesterday, and it has. What you now need to do is put yourself into the current timeline of that yesterday for you to understand that that which you wish for has already been accomplished. For you to understand that that which you dream of you already have. Manifestation is of utmost importance for you now. Manifestation of that which you desire, and that which you desire this moment in time should be a massive shift within the frequency of who you are. Not houses and cars, not that there's anything wrong with that, not at all. But the desire for you now to create peace in your journey, to create peace in your heart, and to create peace in your world. It is for that reason the message that was shared on the 777 Vortex 2 weeks prior to this with Goddess Diana explained how would you like some water? Please, would somebody give the lady some water? The message that was shared then was that one of the greatest obstacles humanity is facing at this time is irritations that they have experienced, are experiencing, or even creating within their place of work. Yes. For many beings, many humans have tremendous issues, physical issues, with their places of work. We like to refer to that as your place of daily experience. For you travel there, you spend a whole day there, you do it at least 5 times out of 7, for some even more and longer. And a lot of people are very unhappy about that. That means, even though I was a master mathematician, that off the cuff, I can say that you are miserable most of your life. Not so. And I would encourage you to go back and read that. It is available. Because I'm not going to, again, bring through that message. It is important now for you to rather focus on that which is before you. Nope. Would you perhaps need assistance? We will wait for you. You're sure? Very good then. I'll see you outside. I may just bump into you. Beloved ones, humor is what it's all about. And us in the spiritual realms vibrate on the frequency of humor because life is funny, let's face it. Not? Yes. Don't take things so seriously. Allow the humorous frequency of lightness, the lightness of your being, to fill your everyday. And that is why it is important to analyze your place of daily experience and to set that as a goal for you to bring through a vibration of balance and happiness within that time and space. It is very, very important. Do you understand collective energies? Do you understand the collective unconscious? Yes? Now the frequency collectively, generally, together on your planet, within the collective unconscious, creates a massive density because of the unhappiness that many face within their place of daily experience. In other words, their work. Do you follow me? It is very, very, very important. And we encourage people to work on that from a higher aspect. And in a minute or two, we will take you through a quick energy activation, and we will then ask you to also connect to that energy to allow the frequency of the new earth vibration, the frequency of the balanced masculine feminine, the frequency of the higher heart and higher mind, to bring through a whole new way of learning, of accepting, and being able for you to deal with that energy. You understand that there's a shift in the frequency of the chakras. You understand that chakras are changing their vibrational colors. Yes? And as I've made mention of previously, you have to work on this. You have to work. You come here to experience and to play and to enjoy. But the greatest enjoyment of that must be to have fun while you work on it. Yes? And stop being so serious. Yes? Yes? Stop being so serious. Life is beautiful. There is such an abundance of everything available on this planet. Beloved ones, you are waking up 10 to a dozen. You are waking up as a collective community faster than you can blink. And that is wonderful. But admittedly, and I don't like being wrong, admittedly, it's going to take one hell of a ride to wake up 8 billion people. But it will happen. It may not happen in your lifetime, but it will happen. You will be back here to celebrate that. I've said that a million times. You are the ones that have worked so hard for this. Many of you are the forerunners. Many of you are part of the new energies. And the recent energies, children, like we said, that have been born recently, and let's not even go to the millennials. Beloved ones, bit by bit, their frequency of intent is shifting. And they shift to make a difference and to bring through an understanding of an uncomplex and widened reality that any and all of you can take part in, because it is a part of you. And each and every one of you have come through in this lifetime to acknowledge that, to enjoy it, to be a part of it, and therefore to share it. The Lion's Gate, opening up on the 26th of July, is all about creativity. The energy that you've been experiencing over the last number of years, and I'm going to stick my head out and say it is well known within many circles that the energy frequency and the vibrations of turbulence that you have experienced since in your timeline 2007, 2008 is now shifting. Finally, there is a new doorway on the horizon. It's called a doorway of opportunity. And each and every one of you have that opportunity within you. You see, that's where the new DNA comes from. It's ingrained within you. That is where your change and your shift from carbon into crystalline comes from. It's pre-planned. It's pre-planned. That is where the awakening comes through now. The realization that you are far more than that which you thought you are. For you finally realize that you have done this so many times before. And for many, we'll do it yet again. And that is why it's so important for you now, at this hour, at this time, to shift that. And that's the opportunity that this gateway gives, this energy that you are now within, the energy that you are stepping through, especially from the 26th of July, which is an energy that's going to take you right through to 12th of December of this year. Although the Lion's Gateway starts shutting, or shall we say reducing its frequency on the 12th of August, the energy frequency of the new opportunities, in other words, the discarding of the matrix of all of that which has stopped you from being your magnificent self. The judgment, the blame, the fear, the annoyance, all of that is what you are now working on at a higher level for you to dismantle those templates and to finally bring through victory, because victory, you are. You are fantastic. You are magnificent. And to prove it to yourself, close your eyes for a minute. Relax in your seat. Breathe in very deep. And just be. Just relax. Beloved ones, feel comfortable in your own skin. Just relax. Visualize yourself on a magnificent beach. White sands, turquoise aquamarine waters. Put your feet into the water. Feel the wetness. Feel the coldness of the water on your feet. Feel the sand. And then for a moment, bring your attention to the unthinkable, uncountable amount of grains that are under your feet. Tiny little sand grains. For a moment, become aware of the sheer size, the width of this beach. It's endless on either end, stretches into infinity. And then understand and know that as many a grain of sand there is, that is how infinitely loved you are. Beloved ones, there's a whole host of you in various timelines, loved in various ways. Understand that when things don't work out as it did or must for that moment, that there are major shifts taking place within the timeline frequencies of this planet, frequencies that will come into fruition in the years to come, especially in the next 2-3 years. A huge changes that await you in the year 2024. Not only physical changes, but changes for you to tap into the magic that you are, which is what this beach presents to you. Bring your attention back to the beach. Feel the waters around you, soft and gentle. Feel the gentle ebb and flow of the current as we ask you to walk deeper and deeper into the water. The deeper you walk, the more comfortable you feel. Eventually it's so deep that you are unable to stand and you are floating. And you're floating amongst this beautiful, beautiful sea of glittering diamonds. For the sand on the beaches has been transformed into glittering diamonds, and it's everywhere. I now wish for you to turn onto your back. In your mind's eye, float on the water. gently. Now visualize all of the sand on the beaches around you and in the deep ocean bed underneath you that have been transformed into diamonds, that this glittering diamond energy all around you accumulates in your heart center. In other words, in your heart area. You are floating on these beautiful, tranquil waters. There's absolute bliss and silence all around. You have the magnificent frequency of all that you deserve and so much more within your heart. Beloved ones, we now gently ask you to take a deep breath. Hold it slightly, and as you exhale, descend under the water. You are now comfortable under the water. You can breathe under the water. You're fully aware of the magnificent seabed that's become a glittering array of diamonds. We ask you to become comfortable on the seabed. And to descend so that you are able to stand on the seabed. Stand. Let go of the frequency of the water. And as far as the eye can see all around, you are bathed in a magnificent pool of glittering diamond light. This diamond light was extended from your heart center. And now, we ask that you symbolically take your hands and place them on your heart. And if you would like to do it physically, you can. Nobody can see you. Your eyes are closed. Take your physical hands, put them on your heart. Visualize yourself as a magnificent being, deep under the ocean, standing comfortably on the ocean bed, with diamonds, the diamond codes, the new codes of the new earth embedded in your heart. Now I wish for you to scoop some in both your hands. And then stretch your arms up, 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 up. Hold your fists closed with your diamond codes in it. And then gently, on the count of 3, I'm going to ask you to release these codes. And as you do so, in your own space and mind, in the privacy of your own divinity, I'm asking you to share this energy with all of those we made mention of previously at the beginning of this transmission. Those that you feel uncomfortable with, those that you have unfinished business with, and certainly those that you feel creates, shall we say, an adverse vibration within your place of work. We ask that these codes be shared onto this actual space, this beautiful place, this magnificent location, and that the energy of love and hope and inspiration and enlightenment not only fill this space, but transcends this energy and blesses your earth completely. 1, 2, 3, let go. Doesn't that feel great? Doesn't that feel good? It feels good to share, not so. Again, bring your mind back to the seabed. You're standing on the seabed. The sand is back. The diamond codes are being shared. Before we walk you back, I would like for you to turn and face the deep ocean. I love this. I often do this for those of you that are not familiar with my energy, because it's so powerful. And it's so important. Turn and face the deep ocean. Remember, you are safe. You can breathe under the water. You are protected by the light of source. How can anything or anyone befall you with pain and anger and fear and frustrations? Therefore, turn and look into the deep space of the ocean. And in the distance, you see beings of light forming. See them in whichever way you like, as mermaids, as people, in a spaceship. Be my guest. Go all out. If you can, if you are brave enough, connect with the love in their eyes. See if you can stare right into their eyes. And then, from your heart center, send a vibration of love to them. They automatically return that with incredible, immense love for you. Absorb this love. Take it on. It's yours. Take on this frequency of divinity. Take on all of that extended from those beings. Ask every one of those beings to give unto you that which you need and desire to make this journey that you are in the best you've ever had. Beloved ones, for each and every one of those beings are you. For you know why. You are the ones you are waiting for. Go out and shine your beautiful light. Spread love and gentleness and kindness into your world. May the light of the living Christ be within you. May you know that not now or not ever can you be alone, for we are all one. Indeed, it is my honor as a master to bring through this message of love and enlightenment and joy unto you. I am Kuthumi. I am the Master Kohan of the golden trees of love and wisdom. I greet and I bless thee in love. Adonai. Oh. Thank you. Thank you. If anybody has any questions, I think we've got like 3 minutes. I don't. Anyway, thank you very much for coming to listen to Kuthumi and for experiencing this. I must say,